Alright, back on these cylinders. Those are shovel ones. I'm going to go ahead and get these honed out. So I got a matching set of 60 over pistons now. Let's see how matched they really are. So we have to measure them to see what they really are in the real world. About 20 and a quarter. This piston's a little hotter. It's actually about 20 and a half. That's on the gauge right here. The mic says 20 and a half, not the actual size. I don't really care what the actual size is, I care what the diameter of the piston is. And this one's definitely a little bit cooler. It's definitely smaller. Alright. So this one's a quarter. 20 and a quarter. 20 and a half. Okay, we'll give it 1 3/4 to 2 thou clearance. This is our smallest piston, so we're going to use this as our size reference. So 3/4 works pretty good on this one, so takes us up to 21. That's 3/4 of a thou. 1 3/4 thou. Okay, I take the mic, you set the mic to what the other mic is, inside mic and outside mic. Let's see, we're 22. See how close these two mics line up today. Quarter thou difference. This one's on 22 even, this one's on 22 and a quarter. You get where it's just got a light drag across there. When you got it dead center, that's fitted. Okay, these are what size pistons? These are 60. It's basically the size of an 80. So we can go a tick bigger than that if we want. Alright, so on the mic, the number you got to remember is 22 and a quarter on the minimum. We can add a quarter to it if you want. I'm not sure how this guy's going to drive it, so we'll tell him to take it easy on it, put it a little tighter, be happier. Okay, so it's 22 and a quarter, the other one's a quarter thou bigger, so it's 22 and a half. So those are only two numbers you got to remember. You got to figure out which cylinder is going to be bigger than the other. Now right now, the front one is smaller than the back one, but we don't know if we'll stay that way. Depends on how round they are. We'll make that decision as we hone. Usually I make the big one in the back. But that varies. The reason I do that is because I hone the front one first, and I fit it with a small piston, and then if it cleans, I leave it in that size, and I hone the back one to the bigger size. That's how I do it. Okay, so I got to take out these super fine stones that we were just using. We will not be using these on this job. These only get used on racing or special applications only. Modern rings don't like using it. Chrome rings like it, but not modern rings. Okay, these are super coarse. I think these are like 180 grit. Okay, we need 20 and a quarter and 20 and a half. No, 22 and a quarter, 22 and a half. I'm already forgetting. That's why I marked the piston, I can add. Okay, so we're going to give ourselves a half a thou, pull a thou and a half, and pull out another thou. So I got to get up to about 19 on the mic. There's almost nothing on that cylinder, and this cylinder I got a lot to hone on this one. Okay. I got an extra 3 thou to hone on this one, so means I get to work harder. It's too close to put it back in the boring bar and rebore, so we just hone it to size. That's how we do it. Do it to it. back out of the way. This does spray if you're not careful. Don't forget to set the stone. Lucky to cut fast. Ooh, it did. Man. Boy, that cut real quick. How far did we go up to? Oh, it did. What was that measure? Mike was in the wrong spot. We got 7.5 thou more to go. Not with this stuff. Crank up the pressure a little bit. Now the stroke angle here, the honing crosshatch is controlled by the stroke angle like this. That's more vertical, and this is horizontal. Somewhere in between what's it at. I make that look easy, but I'm trying to rip out of my hand. Alright, what number are we up to? Hardly get anything. Remember I flip it around back and forward, but I'm just roughing it in right now, so I'm not too concerned about that. Putting the machine down pretty good. Like that, I'll lock it up. Wrist, in my back, and everything else. Oh, finally. There we go. What do we got here? Another thousands to go on this one, but it's hot as hell, so it'll shrink. Probably foul. Put it in the cool tank over there. Cool off. Whoa. Aggressive, huh? That one. through. Definitely tighten up the bottom there. Working the paper out. Closer it was. Alright. Pull that one off. I go to the normal coarse stone. Fun job to do this. Do about 5 sets in a row, it'd be fun. Your hands get nice and tired and numb and hurting and all of that good stuff. Plus you get nice and hot. Okay. We're our third stone down. You leave 1.5 thou from finish. 2 1/4, 1 thou off of that. It'd be 1 1/4, 0 3/4. So we want to go to 0 3/4. So there's 20 1/2 right there. That leaves 1/4 to go after I get to that one. Back to the front one. So you can remember, you gotta be good with numbers, you gotta be able to remember what you're doing. You can very easily screw stuff up. Find it's probably cold, that's cutting itself. Got a sharp thing won't bite on you. Alright. Quite there yet. Let that cool off, get hot again. Got around, let's just bounce it. Feels tight on this side. Workout. A bit more to go. Let that cool off. They shrink quite a bit when they're hot. I mean, when they expand when they're hot, they cool. They shrink when they're cool. So you want a 20 3/4, 20 start trying to get your home pattern what you want it to be, so you're going to adjust the cutting speed here. Vary your stroke angle and it changes this home pattern right in here. This one's a little bit flat, so I need to stroke a little bit faster than this stone set. It varies with different stones. Stroke a little bit faster. Not a lot, just a little bit. See how the angle's a little bit more vertical now, which is more what you want. You want something more like this angle. Make a nice mess on the floor. You kind of pull it to the camera. Oil drips a lot. Okay, we are big right now. Let's just Mike move. Mike cannot move. It's a little bit big. I got home too much. Cool off, see where we're at. Trying to go in, but not quite. Just one start around. I think when you bore these things, they bore straight around. What the hone's for. I'm going to pump this up a little bit. Making this a bigger cylinder because it's out around more. Getting around here, you don't see my hands drift around as much. Cool it off again. Buckets of oil in there, so it's nice and wet when you pull it out. Alright, this one we want 20 well, what are we going to do this year? We've been changing around a different hone dimensions lately. Actually, I want to go a little bigger with this one. Quite a bit bigger than it's going to be. Bump my number up half a thou. Some people say bore mics are more accurate, but this has feel. You just barely push it through, you're damn close. Feels always better than some stupid needle going back and forth. I can feel it's tighter on this side than the other side, so I know it's tapered a little bit. Probably only a temp a thou, but it's tapered on this side a little bit. So I'm going to pull this side just more than I do the other side. A couple extra strokes like that. Easy enough to do it. Through tick tighter on this side. It's also hot on that side compared to this side. Cool it off. Lift it out around on the bottom, around on the top. That's why I wasn't jiggling on the top, getting the bottom to shake on it. Coming out there, you feel it. Another round measurement though. It's bigger everywhere else. Alright, so what do we have here? Numbers are what we got here. 21 and a half. Alright, time for a stone change. And figure out what numbers I'm using. That's the next thing. First we'll do the stone change. We'll go look at the numbers again. This is our 300 stone, 500 stone. This is our number 500 stone, which is a 380 grit. That's easy what we recommend finishing at these days. Pretty damn coarse in my opinion, but it seems to be working a little bit. I like that super fine 600 plus grit finish myself. Okay, the pistons were 20 and a quarter. Alright, figure out my math again. Alright, we're 20 and a quarter. 3/4. This is a 21. 22 comes up with the with a thou. The mics are a quarter thou different. This is a 21 and a quarter and 22 and a half. So that's our minimum number. We can go up a little bit higher if we want. Another quarter of a thou. If it's written harder, you can put extra clearance in it. Strictly a matter of how they're going to break it in. So right now we got to get up to there. So I'm going to leave basically just about finish it any more on the size we want. And I'll flash on it with my other ones. Alright, so we need to get 22 and a quarter out of this. This is the front, on this one. Alright. Right now we were less than that. Oh yeah, quite a bit less. More cut pressure, finer. As it works in this grid, it starts to cut harder. More pressure from the whole back. The more the stone is digging in, the harder to come on the cylinder. You can hear the difference in the cloning going on, the sound it makes. grip change. It's pretty fine now. Crosshatch is where you want it to be. Size it though. Trying to go on the top, not quite. Same on the bottom. So you let that cool off. Few strokes to kind of let it center up. Crosshatch, here we go. Measure to see where we're at on the diameter. Pretty tight still. Just the bigger ones, the mic should go through. So I gotta hold on to it. A lot of pressure on it. Not going through. Almost going through there. Double check the numbers, see where we're at. 1.5. Unfinished size on the other one. Stop at that number. I might open up a quarter thou, so no final size on that. One size under it. This one I gotta back it up. 2.25. Wait. Pay attention to your whole stroking speed. I like to hone the cylinder in different areas. It'll take a set to what you're stroking at, your pressure, how you're holding, how you're twisting it, so you mix it up and kind of equalize things. Definitely a little bit looser on the bottom it feels. The number is still where you want it to be. A little bit more on the top here. Just throw structure like that. Tight, cool off again. Crosshatch looks good. Through this one right now. Okay, so I'll give a quarter thou bigger on it. Now we're tight like the other one is. We're within a quarter of a thou now. Mix it up a little bit. few strokes and I'll cool it off. Okay, we're going through now. Wrong size. Cool off. Drop it down a little bit. And that's on the tight side, we're not on the loose side yet. Tight side. Now we're going to back this one back to a quarter. There. Just a little drag on it. A little bit heavier on that spot. A little bit heavier, slightly heavier on the drag here, so it's a little bit tighter. A few extra strokes on that one. That'll be enough. Cool it off. Alright, let's see what we get on this one. This one was 2 sides. Now it's cool off. Slacken that around, maybe 10th. Top is loose. Just a little compensated on that one. A little tight on the bottom. And out around. Again. Work it out a little bit. Try to get most of that out before I get to that stage. Alright, this one here. We're up to 2¼ A little bit of drag on that one. Just a tick tight on the bottom and not much. Pretty close. Back and forth, back and forth. That's what you do. Pretty close on that one. Pretty close. 2 more strokes. Fast on the crosshatch. Crosshatch is always more important than size. big of a hurry, you stroke too fast. It doesn't look right. Okay, mark that one down a little bit. There. Good. Good. Crosshatch looks good. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to do our plateau cut. I go to a finer stone, light pressure, a few strokes, and you're done. As long as these don't chatter, we're all right. If they chatter, it screws up everything. These things like to chatter. Can't screw around too much. Basically what we're doing is you got a crosshatch pattern that's, this is 90 degree, that's about 120, and that's about 150 degree. So depending on what stroke you're using, what RPM the bike is, you vary these angles. Short stroke motors, you want them more flat like this. Long stroke motors, you want them more up in this area. Harleys are long stroke, so somewhere up in this area. But if you drive it really fast, I make it more like a jet bike where it's like this. What we're going to do when you plateau cut it is we're leaving this area in here for oil. We're going to clip the top off right here. See, it's a nice smooth on top, so it's real low drag, but you have the oil grooves for holding the oil. It makes the rings break in happier, quicker. That's the new way of doing things. The old ways make it super smooth. Chrome rings like that, everything else doesn't. We also cut the pressure back slightly on this one. Hear that chatter? That is already scarred the surface of it. Doing that. Hopefully it doesn't repeat that. Cut the pressure. Son of a bitch. Screwed up the whole cylinder. See what it does? Screws it all up. Stones like the chatter. The other ones don't. This one does. This thing will do it on both cylinders. This one didn't do it. Pressure off a little bit. And again. Strokes. Done. That cylinder's fine. That one's screwed up. Like a bad shock. Once it chatters, you're done. Drop back, rehone everything, start over. This piston will be slightly looser now. It's going to open up another 10 or so. Not much you can do about it. When it chatters, it screws everything up. That's how it is. That quickly just cross the chatter marks are gone. So it's cosmetic, but the rings run off those scratches. So it's more than cosmetic for the ring. Hopefully this time it doesn't do it again. Alright, try it again. Okay, let the pressure back. We made it. Now when you feel it with your hand, it just feels real smooth. But you have the crosshatches in there. So you still got the oil grooving in there, but it's really, really smooth. Alright, I'll go clean these up and we can look at them. And we'll see what we got. Oh, before I do that, I gotta do pistons too. Yeah, I'll do pistons when I get back. Okay, we're gonna get these pistons cleaned up here now. Check the wrist pin fit. So I pull out one of the new pins. There it goes. You pull out one of the pins, and then you see if it goes in the wrist pin, into the piston. If it doesn't go through, means it's too damn tight. So, it doesn't want to go in there. It's rattling, trying to go in, but not there. So I'm going to hold this out until this slips through like it's supposed to. I also marked the pistons front and rear because I remember the different sizes. So, gotta remember what you just did. Can't remember that far back. You better not be a machinist to have problems. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and change out this metal arbor. Different one. First thing to do is get rid of the stones. What's going on here? Can't be afraid to get oily on these jobs. If you don't like oil on your hands, don't be a mechanic or a machinist. Okay, gotta find the one you need. That's not even close. See? Drop down a couple. Yeah, we're still too damn big. Drop down another one. There we go. The camera looks like it's really blown up. Nope, it's not blown up. And there's all your mandrels over here. All through here. Pick the ones you like, see? Okay. This has got my fine stone in there. Real fine one. It's the finest one they make. Which is the one I prefer. If you use a real fine finish on your stones, there's not much in the way of break-in to be had. It's pretty well broken in when it starts running. So we like it. About 10 miles, 15 miles, pretty good. If you get all the way to about 125, it's probably broken in by then, all the way it's going to ever be broken in. Get the squirter going. Prelude. Worn out, just put it in there. Ideally you want the wrist pin to fall through on its own. Falls through on its own, nice and slow though. Try measuring that. Good luck. It feels a lot better than any flat. You got to get the grit out. The grit slows down the flow of what's going on. Chip tighter right there. See, it doesn't want to drop. That's tighter, see? More like grandpa, that's good. More like a hot rodder, we go a little extra. One more swipe. Race bike, it don't even slow down going by, you can drop right to the table. one swipe. So how much did one swipe take off? Not much. Alright, I'll get these all cleaned up. I'll show you what it all looks like again. And of course, now we got to take this one out. Cut's starting to open up. Cut my finger wide open the other day. Yeah, one of these honing managers over here did it to me. Alright, we'll be back in a minute. Alright, it looks like all cleaned up. So there's the finish inside the wrist pin. Or the piston, I mean. Wrist pin's over here. See how smooth that is? See how smooth that is? That's called broken in. And these things all fit together real nicely now. There we go. Just enough that it doesn't want to go through. Perfect fit for the street. It's a race bike, it don't slow down, it goes right through. High performance street, it goes right through too. When you cool it off, it shrinks just a tick, which tightens it up. Plus you got residue on there from cleaning it. Alright, so there's what they look like. There's a dome piston. Cylinders, they're nice and smooth too, so you can see the crosshatch angling in there. Same on this one. That's what you're looking for. See, this is the mirror finished one over here, so much smoother it is. See the reflection. So this one's shiny too, but not as much as that one. I'll turn the light off. You really see the reflection in it. So there's your differences, but this is nice and smooth here with your thumb on it. Your nail will still catch it. Get the light out. Yeah, still can dig your, still got oil in there, but it's nice and smooth like this with your thumb. Not as smooth as this one. This is real smooth, like glass. But anyway, this one's not good for ring seal unless you just beat the living crap out of it. And use chrome rings. Then it'll work. Maybe cast iron too, but none of that molly crap. Alright, so that's how that all gets done there. Like I say, I marked the piston up here. That's the rear one, which is the one with the fat flange. Skinny flange is the front one, in case you don't know the differences. So this one goes inside of here now. And you got your clearance. Clearance is not side to side, it's front to back. So anyway, it's not much of this. That's what you're after. Finger ain't happy. Alright, so that's how you do the cylinders, and from start to finish. So there you go. Customer already painted them, even though that's darker than this one, but that's what they wanted. Used. Okay, that's it for this job.